I'm about to travel around the UK for 8 months living out of a suitcase, which can be quite intense. But I've done this a couple of times now and I feel like I've got the best bits and bobs that you need to make your life easier. Hello everyone, I'm Alicia and I'm a musical theatre performer and I'm just about to go on the UK tour of Greece, which is so exciting. I am absolutely buzzing, but I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of dreading the tour aspect. We move around every single week, you are living out of a suitcase and it can be quite tough at times. This will be my third UK tour and I feel like I've got my travel essentials down. So here are my favourite things to take on the road with me. All of the products will be linked on my Amazon storefront, which is in the description box. Just before we start, I do want to say I have gone completely overboard with this. If you are an actor just about to go on your first tour, you absolutely do not need any of this. Well, actually some things you do need, but most of it is just for me and to make my life easier. And I feel like when I have some of these items, I just feel more at peace and more at home in these different places that I'm travelling to every single week. Alright, enough of the chat. In no particular order. Okay, first thing I've got is a pop-up laundry basket. I had one of these for both of my previous tours, but they were the big circle ones that just flatten down. But this one actually folds really, really small, so I think it's going to be much more practical. My big one used to take up so much space, even though it is a collapsible one. So now I've got a little mini one to take. I feel like if you don't have a laundry basket, all of the dirty washing is just like piling up in the corner of the room or like in a random bag or something, but this just makes me feel a lot more clean and organised. I'm going to stay on washing for now. So, I've tried so many different ways of washing on a tour. I've tried travelling with little laundry pods, which burst in my bag one time. It wasn't pleasant. I've tried something called an eco egg, which I did get along with quite well. The only thing is with activewear and things that you've been sweating in, I found that it wasn't like completely getting the smell out of things, so that is a no-go for me. So I've got Dr. Beckman's Magic Leaves and I'm going to try these. They're meant to be quite good. 25 washes, that's going to go flat in my bag, which is great. The only thing is, obviously, it doesn't have fabric softener, but you can get quite small bottles of fabric softener that I could take with me, but obviously you don't need fabric softener. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be a better alternative and clean my clothes a lot better than my little eco egg was. Alright, next on the list, my brand new packing cubes. These are really high quality, which I'm really excited about because I used to just have the really bad ones from Amazon that the zips were breaking. They were really awful mesh material. It was just so thin and yeah, they'd break all the time. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with packing cubes and sometimes I feel like they make your life easier and sometimes they just get in the way. But for touring, because you don't really have the time to unpack everything and then pack everything back away, or don't have the mental capacity or like the energy to do that, then packing cubes really help because you can just put your cubes into the drawer and then put them back in at the end of the week. These ones are from a brand called Iono. Got loads of good reviews on Amazon, which is why I bought these ones. And they also have a compression zip, which I'm really excited to try out. I am going to be doing a pack with me for tour video, so stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see me trying to ram 8 months of clothes into these packing cubes. That will be fun. Next up are these little travel toiletry bottles. I think these are really cute. Most of the time on tour, when it comes to my shampoo, my conditioner and everything, I do have to take full size, but for things like my leave-in conditioner and my gels and things that I won't really use that much of, I will just use these. These are also very good for like SPFs, moisturisers that are in bigger bottles than this. But yeah, these are sort of a just in case I don't want to take a full-size bottle kind of thing. Next we have satin pillowcases. I actually have these ones on my bed right now. Luke and I absolutely love them. They're so comfortable and I just feel like sometimes being in a bed that's not your own and is just like some random person's is quite uncomfortable, and sometimes it feels like you're just so not at home. So I just feel like anything that can bring me a little bit of home is definitely worth it. These obviously pack really small and they're good for your hair and your skin, so it's a win-win. Speaking of not being at home and safety, I have one of these portable locks and it comes with a little mesh carry case. So these are made for hotel doors. It might not fit on every single door that you have in a house or whatever, but basically it allows you to lock the room from the inside even if the door doesn't have a lock. Because we are staying in people's houses, sometimes I just want that extra bit of privacy, knowing that somebody can't just walk into my room. So yeah, this will be very useful. I've used this a couple of times, but it is worth noting that it doesn't fit on every door. It depends on sort of the lock mechanism and the shape of the outside of the door, if that makes sense, because it does have to be able to get through. Also, this isn't to scare anyone. Like, I've not actually had a bad experience with people coming into my room when I've said they can't come into my room, but it's just an extra bit of safety that if I can have it, like, I'm gonna get it. Next we have these portable, like, collapsible lunch boxes. They just pop up and this is what I'll put my meal prep in. It is so annoying having full-size Tupperware in your suitcase. Like, they just takes up so much room. They're a really awkward shape and size, so I thought these would be a great alternative to that. You can get all different shapes and sizes on Amazon and all different colours and whatever, but I thought these were cute. I really want to cook more on tour this year because it's so easy to just eat it out, so hopefully these pretty lunchboxes will encourage me to make my own food. This one's quite random, but these are like reusable sandwich bags sort of thing. These could be used for like leftover snacks or bits and bobs in my suitcase. You know, you always have those bits and bobs and they're so annoying, like hair ties or like clips or accessories or anything like that. I thought these would be good to just have that extra little bit of organisation in my suitcase so I can see where everything is. Also, like dirty makeup brushes or anything like that could be put in these. I just thought they were a good idea. I got these silicone makeup bags that look like this. It's already a little bit dirty, but they do just wipe clean, which is why I got them. I have this black one and I also have a beige one, and what I do when I'm on tour with a show is I have a makeup bag for the show, which is this one. It has like majority of my show makeup in here, and then I have one for at home in the dig. So if I'm going for like brunch with someone in the day, I can have a mascara in there, a blush, a brow gel or whatever, just sort of like a smaller version of my makeup bag, and I have two separate ones, so I can leave this one at the theatre and that one at my digs. So if I ever do want to wear makeup in the day, I'm not like, oh, I've left my makeup at the theatre sort of thing. This also will go on the truck in between venues, so I'll use my smaller makeup bag sort of over the weekend while I am travelling or at home. Next, this little pill box. I absolutely love this. Up here I've got blister plasters and normal plasters, and then I've actually run out of some, but I've got like Rennies, cold and flu, what's this, antihistamines, had paracetamol in there, ibuprofen, and I just absolutely love it. No more carrying around weird boxes or like, I don't know, this is just feels a lot more practical to me and I love it. Next we have my razors of choice, which are Estrid. I have the reusable, you know, handle, and then I get the refills in the post. These are so small, and honestly I can't think of a better alternative for portable razors. They literally come like this and I can just take those. They've got cute smiley faces on them now actually. But yeah, I can just take them like this. I have the little travel case for my razor, so this is super ideal for me. This is my toiletry bag of choice. This is actually from Primark. I will get back onto the Amazon things, I promise. You can get so many different versions of this, and I saw this one and I just thought, I love that it's clear. I love that it's got a little hanger so I can hang it on the back of the bathroom door, and then it's got a little zip for smaller bits and bobs, and this is great because it actually fits like full-size things in there lying down, which I'm very happy about considering I'm taking full-size toiletries. Next, I've got these cable tidy things. I hate it when I've got tangled wires everywhere, so this, you just fold up your wire and then you just clip it together with these little things, and I think they're super cute and small. I've tried the Velcro ones before, you know, the ones where you have like a bit hanging off in the end when you do it tight. Just am not a fan of those. So these are going to be much better. Very, very happy with these. And then we've got a little tote bag. So this unfolds. I'm not going to unfold it now, but basically it's a bag in a bag. And I always find that when I'm like headed back from the theatre or like into the theatre, I need to do my snack run. If you've been watching for a while, you'll know I do the snack run. It's just so handy to just have a little bag in your bag where you can just put your Tesco shopping in there to take to the theatre or to take back to your digs. I have this reusable cutlery set which has, yeah, it just has what you'd expect really. Has a teaspoon, a tablespoon and a knife and fork. I tell you guys, the amount of theatres that don't have any cutlery and you're sitting there with your lunch that you've prepared at your digs and then you've got no way of eating it. I've been there too many times to not bring this guy along. So yeah, it was really inexpensive but so worth it. And last but not least, I'm sure I will have missed something that I bought, but I've got this little organizer for all of my tech stuff. Obviously I'm taking 2 cameras, all of my memory cards, USBs and all of my cables for like my iPad and everything, and I just thought how great to have somewhere for them all to go. Obviously I'm filming on one of my cameras now, but this is really cool because it has 2 compartments and little dividers. So I've got my vlogging on the go camera there and my tripod. This camera fits in here with the lens, and then up top I will have all of my charging cables and stuff. They're still all out, but I've got a spare memory card and my chargers, and my USB adapter, and I've got loads more stuff that will go in here when I'm actually ready to get going. No, I've definitely missed something. Wait there. That was so much chaos. My camera died. I was rooting around the room for about 15 minutes, but anyway, I found it. This is probably my favourite thing of the whole haul. It's one of those adapters that is like for the world. So you can take this wherever you go in the world and you will be able to plug it in, which is amazing. I like this one in particular because it also has 2 USBs but also USB-Cs, which a lot of my chargers are these days. I'm not really sure when or why we made that transition, but here we are. But very, very happy with this. Obviously, I'm not doing a world tour, but the main reason that I like this is because of these guys. So I used to take a big extension lead and loads of plugs, but I'm hoping for this tour to just take USBs and USB-Cs to charge all of my things, so that 1, I don't have to carry bulky plugs, but 2, I don't have to carry that massive extension lead because it was just so impractical. So this is like my favourite thing ever, and obviously it comes in that cute little carry case, which is amazing. So that's all that I can think of to show you off the top of my head. I've probably got a lot of extra bits and bobs that I will end up packing, so stay tuned for the pack with me if that's something that interests you. It's getting real now and I'm so excited. So if you are enjoying Frenchy Fridays so far, please make sure that you give this a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love.